Guess what time it is? Gatsby, do you know the time? What? Corgi versus shark! It says it's time for another aquarium video. So I haven't given you an update on my saltwater aquarium in a super long time, and that's because ever since the end of last year, it just wasn't doing that well. But at the end of last year, one of my friends reached out to me and we were able to get the aquarium back in shape. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I have a Red Sea Max C250 65-gallon saltwater aquarium that's been up and running for nearly 10 years. 2 years ago, we had to do a renovation of the tank because it had old tank syndrome, which meant all of the bacteria and the ecosystem kind of had run its course and exhausted itself out. And ever since then, the tank has been having some trouble coming back to life. Hey Gatsby, can you give Mr. Whale a kiss? Yum yum yum. We had 3 major things we had to do to get the aquarium back into shape. Step 1, fix the lighting. In the Reef aquarium, coral are photosynthetic, which means they grow based off of light. For my Reef aquarium, I use T5 bulbs, and it's very important to replace bulbs at least once a year. Well, I have been replacing the bulbs every single year, but it turns out the ballast that powers the bulbs was out. Huh? What that means is that even if you had replaced the light bulbs, it wouldn't work. But guess what? I didn't even notice. The bulbs are so bright. I try to avoid looking directly into the bulbs. These bulbs cost quite a lot of money, and I was replacing them every year when they weren't even being turned on anyway, which was a major fail. These 2 back ones were out, so there was no light coming from these, but I never noticed. So that caused a lot of my corals to not do very well. They got discolored and a lot of them shriveled up and died just because they weren't getting adequate lighting. So this is a custom lid, and there's like hundreds of screws in here, and they make it so hard to take this apart and replace the ballasts, which are hidden behind here. Finally, my friend who runs Legendary Corals was like, you know what, if you find the parts, I will help you replace the ballast. I actually found only one place online that still had a few of the ballasts for this Red Sea Max. For those of you wondering, this is what the ballast looks like. I don't know. The lighting is back up and running. Step 1 complete. Fist bump. Yay! Step 2, fix the aptasia problem. See how many aptasia there are there? All that furry stuff. Aptasia is one of the big problems in the aquarium reefing community. They're kind of like weeds. You can try to just individually take them out, but they always come back, and if you don't do something about it fast, they will just take over your whole aquarium. And that's what happened to me. You guys, the aptasia was so bad. The whole tank was covered. All of the rocks were covered with aptasia. They looked super furry. Of course, there's a few ways of combating aptasia. You can get predators like a filefish or a peppermint shrimp. They have to be in the mood to eat. It's kind of hit or miss because sometimes they'll eat it, sometimes they won't. Just like corgis and citrus. I like it. You want it? He's like, no, I don't like that. Would you like an apple instead? My friend Darwin strikes again! While he was helping me fix the lighting, he was like, why don't you try aptasia eating nudibranch? What? Aptasia eating nudibranch. They only eat aptasia, so you should be okay. The nudibranch. Something like that. I know that aptasia eating nudibranchs are these tiny little creatures that a lot of the times you don't want in your tank. I guess these ones are considered good. So Darwin was like, oh yeah, you can order them off of this website. They breed them and they'll just ship them to you. I got my package delivered. They're like little sea creatures for the aquarium. They look like little white furry caterpillars, like tiny ones. They came with a large eyedropper and I stuck them into the crevices of the rock. Look at all the aptasia for them to eat. Yummy. They're going to have a feast. So it's been a few days and look, it doesn't look as bad as before already. Look at this guy. So only 2 rocks are left that are covered in aptasia here. If you look at this rock, it's pretty clean. And that back one over here is pretty clean too. I just noticed there's a huge nudibranch there. Do you see that white fuzzy thing? That is a nudie branch, and I think it's nomming away on aptasia. Oh, look at that nudie family! They're kind of cute, huh? You know, they must have laid a lot of eggs in my tank. I see them everywhere. And in a few months, they decimated all of the aptasia in my tank. It was just like magic! One day I looked into the tank and all of the furry rocks were gone. Thanks so much to my nudies! They did an incredible job, my clownfish agrees. Once I mentioned I had these aptasia eating nudie branches to my friends, everyone's like, oh my gosh, can I have some? Step 2 complete. Yay! See, look how nice the tank looks now. My gosh, it's beautiful. And finally, step 3. Well, this is the fun part, adding new fish and new coral. It's been such a long time since I added a fish to the aquarium. We only have this one clownfish that has been with me since the beginning. My friend got me 2 more fish. I'm gonna go and pick it up right now. I got the 2 fishies here, and then his friend sold me lots of corals at like really good prices. I like splurged, I got a lot. I'm really excited. Oh my gosh. I know a lot of people were asking me about the tank. Hopefully we can have some more aquarium content soon. Gatsby, we got some new corals. I have plants on top of my tank because of the humidity. We can't just dump new fish into the tank. Here's our acclimation process. So I turn off the lights so the fish aren't as stressed. Then I temperature acclimate the fish so the water in the bag matches the temperature of the water in the aquarium. There's a nudie on the glass. Hey! So right over here we have a sailfin tang and a swallowtail angelfish. We're gonna stick the fish into this bucket here and then slowly introduce water from the aquarium into their water. So these fish should all get along. They're all peaceful and reef safe. Unlike the fish in the aquarium at the dentist's office in Finding Nemo, those fish are all aggressive and they would all fight each other. Okay, so now that they're temperature acclimated, I'm releasing them from their isolation chambers and we start the drip acclimation. You just want it to drip, not pour. That's the right amount that you want. So then we just leave that here for about 30 minutes or so. Oh, I gotta show you what kinds of corals I also got from my friend. And they also have an acclimation process. If you didn't know, coral are actually animals. Think of corals as like snails in the sense that they make their own hard skeleton, so they don't move anywhere. You gotta also be careful because corals can sting you. If you touch the wavy parts and you have an open wound, you'll get stung. So I just added some aquarium water to the bowl and then used some coral dip. It's kind of like a pesticide so you don't introduce any unwanted critters into your aquarium. And now it's time. Welcome corals to your new home! This is a rock flower anemone right there. This one's a yellow one. They don't have a hard base, so you can't glue them down. Their back acts more like a suction cup. See? It looks kind of weird. But look how beautiful! All you can do is stick them into the rock work and hope that they grab on and stay put. Okay, now it's time to add the fish. First, the swallowtail angelfish. Welcome! And next, the Desargini sailfin tang. He's a little more timid. Be nice, clownfish. Look at him go. There's the sailfin tang. Oh, they're brave. Clownfish is like, that's mine. Okay, I'm feeding the tank some frozen foods because the most important thing is to make sure that the new fish eat. Because if they don't eat, there's like no chance for them to survive very long. The angelfish looks like it's eating. Sailfin tang, I'm not sure. He looks interested in the food. Oh, kind of looks like he's eating. Oh, okay, it's the next day. The fish and coral survived. Okay, I'll show them to you, but first, I'm gonna feed them. These are some defrosted shrimp worms and oyster eggs. Yummy! But they're all eating. Look at them go! There's the swallowtail angel and even the sail tang. Hooray! Good job, everyone. Okay, let me show you the new coral I got. They were kind of closed up yesterday, so I wanted to wait a day for them to open up. Here's the green torch coral. Here's the Cinerina. It kind of looks like a gummy candy. The yellow rock flower anemone stayed where I placed it so far. It looks like it just ate some of the fish food. I also got these octospawn coral, one of my favorites. Oh, and my friend Darwin traded some of his coral for some nudies. Here's a tiny blastomusa. That's a Rasta zoanthid. And there's another small head orange blasto. Oh man, look how cozy my clownfish looks. We did it, Gatsby, we did it! The tank is looking really good once again. I'm like so excited to get back into doing aquarium update videos for you guys. And now it's time for us to start the vlog. Right now to Neptune Aquatics, our local fish store, and we brought a special guest. Gatsby, are you ready to go to the aquarium store? Here we are at Neptune Aquatics with Gatsby. So this morning I decided I'm gonna clean my tank and do a water change. So we're here to grab some seawater since I didn't feel like making any. Of course, before getting the water, I like to check the coral and frag tanks. There's some Sinarina and some bubble coral. Can you guess how much it costs? Did you get it right? Here's an octospawn just like the one I got. Oh man, here's the $400 coral. He has to check out all the fish food. It must have tons of smells. He's inspecting. I'm taking Gatsby through the store to check out all the dazzling corals. So Neptune's has some beautiful display tanks with some super rare coral to check out. Oh look, there's a yellow tang! These used to be super common until Hawaii banned them from export and then the price jumped. They used to sell for about $30 and now they're over $200. Anyway, looks like Gatsby is really enjoying seeing all the saltwater fish and coral. He's so happy. I noticed Neptune's really expanded their freshwater tank selection and planted tanks. Those are pretty trendy right now. Check out these cool tanks that have 2 levels, kind of like a waterfall. Okay, it's time to grab what we came here for. Gatsby is such a good helper. And that was our quick trip to the local aquarium store. Got 13 gallons of water. Okay, we're headed back home. It's time for us to do a water change. I'm going to take off the plants first. Since we have 13 gallons of water that we picked up, we're going to try to suck out 13 gallons of water from the tank. Here we go. Here goes the water. Ta-da! You're supposed to be doing a water change at least once a month. At least, at the very least. Okay, now we pour our water in. Doing a water change is how you clean a saltwater tank. You're essentially removing some of the dirty water full of nitrates, phosphates, and low minerals and replacing it with new water. So usually I mix my own salt water, but I decided to do this in the last minute, so that's why we had to go and get some salt water at the aquarium store. I think we're done. Everything's on. Thanks for doing a water change with us. I'll feed the sailfin. He loves to eat seaweed, food grade nori. If I just stick some on the magnetic clip here, immediately he comes over and he's like, yum, yum. Ooh, delicious, nomming away at the nori. Oh look, all the fish are like, I want some of that. Give me some. Good morning everyone. Okay, so the game plan today, unfortunately right now, Gatsby has come down with a nasal infection. I noticed that he's been sneezing a little bit more than usual, which got me really worried, but his discharge was kind of like a greenish yellow color, which means that he has like a little bit of an infection in his nose. Totally common because he was treated with radiation for his nasal cancer. It destroys his filter in his nose. He's a lot more prone to getting nasal infections. I requested for some antibiotics, so they are going to fulfill that for me hopefully today, so I can go and pick that up at the store. Along with that, I've got to drop off all of the orders of our merchandise to the post office. At some point, I want to get to the gym because today is chest day, and I'm going to be grabbing some ramen dinner with my high school friends from Hawaii. On top of that, I wanted to mention that our new mini tote bags are in stock. They are finally available. It has a giant fuzzy corgi on the front here. It has a nice tag. I took some pictures with my friend who was willing to model with the bag to show you guys what it looks like to use it as a purse. I chose these 2 colors because I thought it would make the corgi pop a lot. The shipments just came in for the bag, so we have them available at our website. Yeah? Oh, so if you want to get one, go to corgionfleet.com at the end of the video. And speaking of our merchandise, you guys placed so many orders. Thank you so much. The Kraken shirt is pretty much all sold out. You guys went so crazy in the last video. Thank you so much. We still have the Be Cool shirts restocked. Those are still available. I just packaged all the orders. We got to deliver these to the post office, so let's do that right now. Thank you so much to everyone who placed an order with us. I ship everything out and I'm always just like looking at the orders going like, oh, you guys are so great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Next, I just gotta drop off some DHL packages and some UPS packages. Right now, if you order internationally, I am shipping some packages via DHL, so you'll get your order a lot faster, but it depends on what you order. I got my DHL account upgraded, so right now I'm trying out DHL again. So the DHL location is close to Target. I thought I would stop by there because I have to grab Gatsby's medication, but they said it's not ready, so let's go exploring. So Target was pretty empty today, but I did stumble upon all of these sleepy Pokemon plushies. Look at all these! I really like that Pichu one. And then there were even more jumbo ones in the video game section. And I kept finding more in the store. I need to stay far away before I buy all of them. So I'm just waiting for Gatsby's medicine to be ready. Should be any minute now. It's for my dog, so it might be underneath my dog's name, Gatsby. G-A-T-S-B-Y.
Date of birth, do you know the date of birth?
Yeah, it's January 14th, 2014. Thank you. Got your medication. Yeah. Lamb chop doesn't have an ear anymore. I've attached a microphone to Gatsby. Let's see what he has to say. Yeah? Okay, here goes 3, 2, go. Good boy. Right now I'm in a little bit of a rush because I have to head over to the gym. I texted my friend Jesus and we're gonna hit some chest. And then after that I have to grab some ramen dinner with my high school friends from Hawaii. We gotta work out to burn off all that ramen. Okay, chest day, the best day. We decided to focus mostly on upper chest, doing incline movements and exercises to really hit the top part. We got it done. Get out. Okay, I'm in San Mateo right now. I'm gonna grab dinner with my friends. I'm running a little bit late. We're going to Kajiken. Kajiken specializes in a type of ramen called abura soba. Unlike regular ramen, abura soba doesn't have soup. It's more of a sauce like a pasta. You can see the whole place there. This place is always so popular. We're sitting at the bar area where we can see the guy making the noodles. Johnny got a giant tofu. Yay! And I got my beef with rice and it has like yogurt on it. I'm actually allergic to yogurt, but I'll try a little bit. We'll see if I get allergies. If I get a rash, well, I'll know why. It tastes like ramen toppings on rice. So it was really good. I kind of wish I had gotten the noodle version instead of the rice bowl. But anyway, here's my abura soba. See? No soup. There is a sauce at the bottom, so it requires you to mix for 20 seconds to coat the noodles. You also add vinegar and garlic flakes to taste. Super good. Unlike other types of ramen, for sure. We're done. We finished eating.
I'm stuffed.
I kind of want dessert.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh, okay. We are trying to find a place to eat. I'll just get somi. It's lactose free, which is good for me. I had lactose the other day. It wasn't good. This is the moment I got brain freeze. I'm done. We always go out and eat. It's so much fun. I always look forward to that. Anyway, see you guys back home. We secured the poop. I made it back home! That's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope the aquarium starts doing really well now that we got everything back into shape. Other than that, we're gonna head to bed. Don't forget to check out koreeonfleek.com to get the new mini tote bags. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Good night! Hey Gatsby, check out this awesome fan!